Nice seeing you guys again. Whew. I'm almost running out of breath. So I just finished one video now, and this is the second video before I go to bed. It's already almost 12 o'clock and I'm here doing video. I need to do this video because the work I have this week is back to back, and if I don't do this, I won't have any video to post for this week. So guys, pardon me. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys the cost of relocating to the UK for family and as a single person. So after doing this video, you will sit down, use your own calculator and calculate it and know how much it costs. Before you watch this video, just breathe, because I'm going to take you guys through a money ride. Now we're talking about money. All of you that are saying, hey, UK is already turning to second Nigeria and the second Lagos. You know, easy. If it easy, run am if it easy. Because after I give you guys the rundown of how much we spent to relocate here, you will see that it's not easy. And truly, the person will get money the jackpot. It's not an easy something. But then again, this is not to make you feel any type of way or scared. It's something you can do, you know, with proper planning, proper saving, you can do it. Especially if you have good backup system, like your family members are nice and wonderful people and you have good friends. It's something you can do. So sit back, relax. I'm coming with my calculator. Hi guys, please watch till the end of this video. There was something I forgot to add in the video that I added at the end of the video. You are going to just love it, don't worry. Go to the end of this video, watch till the end of this video and get that juicy news that I just dropped. Bye. So welcome back guys. The first thing that we use money to do in this process is passports. So we did our passports in Nigeria immigration in Abuja, and for my passports they collected 45,000, for Big Joe's own 45,000, for Neso and Kelo's own 35,000 naira each. I wrote everything down here. So everything we paid for the passport was 160,000 naira for the passport for the four of us. So after the passport, the next thing we did was school. So there are different schools in the UK. I'm going to be putting out a detailed video about schools in the UK, how to get cheap schools in the UK, how to get scholarship, how to get schools with low deposits, and the ones that also give discounts. Just watch out for that video. That video, I have to calm down and do it because it takes proper documentation, because there are some schools that have updated their stuffs. The ones I even know before, I don't know if they have changed their things, so I have to go and do proper research and come back for that video. So for schools, there are different schools. The schools have different deposits, the prices for their deposits. So I'm going to be talking about my school, okay. My husband's school. Even though academic qualification is not sexually transmitted, it's still my husband. So I'm going to be talking about my husband's school, how much we paid for tuition fee deposit, his school fees and everything. So if you're applying to schools, there are some schools that will tell you apply through an agent, is free. Any agent that tells you to bring money for application is scam. Every school that has an agent, they pay the agent out of your school fees. So don't pay any agent 1 naira. Some schools will tell you apply through an agent. Sometimes they'll tell you apply by yourself. There's some agents that are agents of darkness, so watch out for those ones. If you can apply by yourself, we did everything by ourselves. All the application down to the visa application is not easy. But if you cannot do it by yourself, you can meet an agent and make sure you follow the agent bumper to fender to bumper. Just be following the agent. Don't allow the agent make any small mistake that might cause an issue for you. So if you're applying to an agent, it's free. If you're applying by yourself, it's still free. So there's no application fee. Even for school, application to the school too is free. So we didn't spend any money for that one. So also IELTS, they didn't require IELTS. The only thing they required was WAEC. So we paid to get my husband's WAEC from his school. I think that one costed about 10,000. This one can be different for each person. Transcripts too, we paid about 50,000 naira to get my husband's transcript. It varies. Private schools have their own prices. Government universities have their own prices, so it depends on how much your school is collecting for transcripts. For my husband's school, it was 50,000 naira we paid. So that was what we paid to get his transcript. He already has his degree certificate. So statement of purpose, we wrote everything by ourselves and everything. So that was all. The next thing we paid was what do they call it? School fees deposit. So there are some schools that they will tell you that before they will issue you CAS, that you're going to show statement of account. So there are some schools that will require you to show a statement of accounts. That's your proof of funds before they will give you CAS. That one is another thing entirely. You might need extra money for that one, because you will need to have the money in your account for 28 days. I'm going to come to that statement proof of funds. For we as a family of 4, our proof of funds was 21 million naira. But if you're a single person, I'm going to tell you how to calculate for that. So if your school is requiring proof of funds before they are going to give you CAS, you're going to need more money for that. But for my husband's school, they didn't require proof of funds for CAS, so we didn't have to go through all of that. So before we got our CAS, they told us to pay a school fees deposit. His school fees is 14,800 pounds. Yes, that is his school fees. I know it's even one of the cheapest self. That is what he's paying for a year, and his cost is also for a year. So out of that 14,800, we're meant to pay 3,000 pounds as a school fees deposit. So as at the time we paid that, it was 1.7 million naira. We paid that one through Form A. Form A is the system that the government has given for people that want to pay school fees. It's actually cheaper than paying it through maybe changing it to dollars or pounds and paying to the school. It's also okay for you to pay through the Form A. That's the government's Nigerian government's website. I think I'll put up the link in my description box for those that want to pay through Form A. It's always everybody just go and pay through Form A, though sometimes it takes a very long time. I remember when we wanted to pay through Form A the first time, it didn't work because Form A that we initiated was taking 2 months and it had not paid. Some people even go as much as doing fast track just to allow it to go. That one is even a total different money on its own. So if you pay through Form A, it's cheaper. When we pay was 1.7 million naira for the first payment. So then again, there are some schools that will tell you that you're going to pay the remaining, like after paying the deposits, the remaining school fees, you split it into 2 and you pay it before enrollment. There are some schools that will split the payments into 7 different installments for you to pay. There are some schools that their installment plans are just 2. So that's why I said this school thing is a different video. I'm going to be giving you schools that have their installment plans spread out for you to pay. For my husband's school, his installment plan is just 2. He's going to pay the next one in October and the last one in January. So you can do well to keep the money for your first installment down. So I will advise you, if the next installment, like now my husband's next installment is about 4,000 because he had scholarship. They gave him 25% discount, 25% scholarship off his tuition. So the next thing he's going to pay is 4,000 pounds. So what we have already paid now is 7,000 pounds. So it's always advisable for you to, after paying your tuition fee deposits, also pay the first installment the money towards your first installment, so that you don't come to the UK and start rushing. So there's no way you can work and pay your school fees before that time. So imagine you're coming, it's only those that are coming in January that, yes, I'll say, okay, it's a little bit feasible. But if you're coming like 1 month before school starts, in that 1 month, it's not possible that you can work and pay your school fees. So it's always advisable to pay that money before you, just make preparation to pay that money before you come into the UK. So that one, we paid it. So after that money, the next thing we paid was, so for the TB test, even a 6-month-old baby will do a TB test. So for the TB test for the children is 23,120 naira, and for the adults is 58,000. So everything we paid for TB test was 161,840,000 naira. That is for the 4 of us, 2 adults, 2 child. Then after that, the next thing you're going to do is your proof of funds. This is the amount of money you're supposed to have in your account for at least 28 days. Anyhow you want to have this money in the account is not their concern. Just have this money in your account for 28 days, print it out and have it with you while applying for visa. So for the proof of funds, how to calculate proof of funds is your tuition fee balance. That's like, now we had paid this, we did this before we paid our tuition fee balance. So it was 14,800 minus 3,000, that is like 11,800. Then cost of living for the main applicants, the cost of living is 1,334 pounds times 9 for those living in London. That 9 is for the 9 months you're going to be in school. Then for those living outside London, we're living outside London. Don't worry, I'm going to put all these things on the screen. For those living outside London is 1,023 pounds times 9. So it is a 9,207 pounds plus 11,800 pounds, which is 21,007 pounds for the main applicant. So if it is you that is going alone, this is what you're going to pay. But if you're going to be going with your family, for each person that comes with you, even if it is a newborn baby, 1 day old, if it's within London, it is 845 times 9 per person. Then if it's outside London, it's 680 pounds times 9 per person. So per person is 6,120 pounds per person. 3 of us, it was 18,360 pounds for the 3 of us. So if you're adding it to what my husband is going to pay, which is 21,007 pounds, it's going to give you a total of 39,367 pounds in total. So this is what you're going to have as your proof of funds. You can have it in pounds, or you have it in naira or dollar. Any way you want to do it, look for the equivalent. If you're having it in naira, the exchange rate you're going to use is not black market rate. I was making this mistake before. It's not black market rate. It is a rate they call O&A rate.
Hi guys, I'm back again to complete that other video. While I was filming that video, the space on my phone got filled up. So right now I am seriously saving to get a new phone that has a larger space, or maybe get a camera, because the memory of my phone has filled up. But that's by the way. I went to go and make my nails, so I entered the nail salon and they told me to make normal nails, normal nails, normal polish, 25 pounds, gel polish, 35 pounds. So then I left. I said, let me go and bring money now. That's how I entered the Primark. I saw this nail. Are you seeing the price? £1, and it's about 24 nails inside. And then I saw nail glue, £1, and then I saw buffer, £1. So now I'm about to fix my nail. So now I'm about to fix my nail by myself. So when I fix it, I'm coming back to finish this video. So guys, I'm done. I don't know wetin I want. We pass this one. We pass this one like this. As in. See. So back into the video. Hey, this fingernails in your eyes. In your eyes. In your see now. 25 pounds in the mud, in the deepest mud, the deepest part of the mud. 25 pounds in the mud. So into the video. Hi guys. So I was talking about the proof of funds. While calculating proof of funds, you don't use black market rates, you use O&A rates. It's online. Just go online and check for O&A rate, put the amount, and it's going to show you how much you're supposed to have in your account in naira. I'll always advise you put more money. Like if the O&A rate today is 400, I'll advise you to put, let me say, 410 or 415, because that rate fluctuates. You might have done your O&A rate and it's showing you 20 million, and when you are about to apply for visa, you see that O&A rate has changed and is now showing you 21 million. You can't apply with that amount of money. And then when you are applying for, the money is in your account for 28 days, it must not go lower than that amount. It can go higher than that amount. So you play with your account, but it must not go lower than that amount. You can withdraw money, you can put money, but it must not go lower than that amount. I hope you understand. So the next one we are going to is your IHS fee. So IHS is Immigration Health Surcharge. IHS means Immigration Health Surcharge. This is money you have to pay towards your health insurance in the UK. If you pay this money, even if you deliver in the UK, it's totally free. The only thing you have to pay for is just your child's birth certificate. So for IHS, we paid £705 per person. And for the visa fee, we paid £363 per person. You either pay this money in pounds or dollar. And what we paid per person is approximately $1,400. So just budget for family of four, just budget $6,000 or $5,500, as the case may be. We budgeted $6,000 for the four of us, and we still had change. So per person is $1,400, because sometimes, because of the exchange rates, it increases, it decreases, so you don't know how much it will be when you want to pay for it. So just budget $1,400. Then after you do this, the next thing is IOM. Sorry, the next thing is going to TLS, not IOM. Sorry, the next thing is going to TLS to go and do your biometrics. So if you're going to TLS, you can do self-service, that is uploading your documents by yourself. It is totally free. But if you want to do assisted service, that's you going to TLS with your documents and them uploading it for you, it is 11,700. So after that, when your visa comes out, the next thing is flights. It depends on the airline you use. For us, we use Qatar, and for the four of us, our flight was about 1.3 million. It depends on also the season you are booking your flight. If it's summer period, is always high. If it's winter period, I think it's always less. I don't know about that, but for flight, just budget within 250 to 400,000 for one person. But if you're a family, it can go higher than that. So budget, ask a travel agent about that. The next thing will be accommodation. So you have to budget at least 700. How would I put it? You have to budget at least 3 months rent, at least 3 months rent for yourself. This is aside your Airbnb money, in case you don't have anybody that you're coming to stay with prior to the time you get a house. Budget the money you're going to spend for Airbnb. Go to airbnb.co.uk or go to bookings.com to check for the prices of the Airbnb around the area you're going to stay, and budget accordingly. Budget for at least 3 weeks in an Airbnb and your 3 months rent. This is going to help you in a long way so that you don't come here and be stranded with your family. So budget accordingly. So if you have budgeted your accommodation, for the accommodation, at least £3,000, 2,500 to £3,000 should be enough for your accommodation, and at least feeding expenses and transport. For us, we budgeted £4,000, so you can do within £3,000 to £4,000 if you're coming with family. But if you're coming as a single person, you can budget. I think I'm going to make a video on the cities in the UK and how much you can get rents in a city center and outside the city center. Watch out for that video so that you can know how much you budget for your accommodation. For here where we for the town where we are, your accommodation for family can range from £750 for a 2-bedroom flat to £850 for a 2-bedroom flat. But if you are single, you can stay in a shared accommodation, which can be as low as £300, £500 if you want en suites. But if you want a shared house that you share toilet and bedroom, it can go as low as £300 per person. So that's just about that. That is all the money you need to get in here and settle for your family. So by now you've already used your calculator to start calculating it by yourself to know how much you are going to spend. So we've come to the end of this video. I don't want to make this video any longer than this. Thank you guys for staying true to the end. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notification bell, smash that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up if it has helped you one way or the other. Share it to your family and friends, to your groups, so that they can be in the know. For those that want to relocate with their family, I hope this video has shown you at least the amount of money you should have in your pocket, or that you're budgeting towards, or you're saving towards, to help you relocate to your family. Stay tuned. I have other videos I'm going to post within the week. Guys, see ya. So guys, I forgot to add that if you are a carer in the UK, if you're working as a carer in the UK, your IHS can be refunded. If you're working in the health sector, after working for 6 months in the UK, you can actually get your IHS refunded back to you. That is the best part of working as a carer or working in the healthcare sector in the UK. Go to the go to the UK government website and see how you can apply to have your IHS refunded back to you. As in, I can't just wait for 6 months to get that money back. £705, and it's not only for yourself, for your dependents too. So you can collect all that money back.